everyone. I am Dr. M. Laxmidevi, Associate Professor in the Department of CSCDS at Institute of Aeronautical Engineering. In this video lecture, we will discuss about type conversion and typecasting in C language. So what is type conversion and what is typecasting? So these are the concepts we will look into in this video lecture. So first, we'll go through some examples. Or programs you can say. So this is one program. First, let us see what is the output of this program, and then we'll understand the concept of type conversion and typecasting in C. So this is a very small program. So here we have declared a variable. So that is A. So declaration of this is we have declared it as an integer variable, and the value it will store only integer value. And here on the right hand side of the assignment operator, we have initialized the value of A to 11.45. So we have given the value of 11.45 to this variable, which is of type integer. So here int stands for int is a keyword. So therefore it is highlighted in bold. Int is a keyword here. So this declares the data type of this variable A. And to this data type, we have assigned a value 11.45. So this is a floating point number. So this is a floating point number or real number you can say. Now, if you try to print the value of this A, so it will give with the help of this format specifier. So in the printf statement, we have used the format specifier %d, comma, followed by the variable name. So it will print the value of A as 11 here. So why this is happening? It will print the value of A as 11. Now if you try to print the same value of A by modifying this format specifier, and instead of %d if you write %f, so you will get the output of this will be, so this is the printf statement, printf %f comma A. So output of this will be 0. So 0.000 because it will not print the value of A, that is 11.45 which we have assigned. So we have assigned floating point value, but while declaring we have declared it as an integer variable. So therefore it will print only integer value only. Next, in the type conversion, so this is another example. Suppose you need to, the main task of any programming language is to perform arithmetic or logical operations. So arithmetic operations are done by operators. So we have seen in the video lecture title C tokens part 2. So there we have discussed in detail about operators. So there are different operators, unary, binary and ternary operators. So these operators are useful for performing arithmetic and logical operations. So in the arithmetic operations we have seen plus. So plus is an operator. So operator is nothing but a symbol which performs a specific task. So that task is nothing but it can be arithmetic or logical operations. So here consider the operator plus. So plus is used to add two numbers. So two values you can say. So that two values, it can be integer type. So those can be floating type or those can be character type also. So this is one example. So where we have illustrated the use of plus operator. Now in this context, we would like to discuss about expression also. So what is an expression means? So expression here is nothing but, so suppose we have two variables. So these are two variables. These are also called as operands, and this is the operator. These are the operands. So A and B are the operands here, or variables you can say, and plus is the operator. So this total is called as expression. So expression is nothing but combination of operators and operands or variables. So suppose we want to add two numbers, or we want to add two integers. So this is a program you can write. So here we have declared two variables A and B. So value of A is, it is initialized to 11 because data type of this is integer. So here B is equal to 5. So B will store 5, and we have declared one more variable result. So that is also integer type. So result is equal to A plus B. So the value of this A plus B is assigned to the result. So 11 plus 5 is equal to 16. So this is the value we'll get. So when we write printf statement, so output of this will be, so main aim of printf statement is to display the result. So here the result is stored in the variable result, so that will be displayed on the screen. Since it is an integer type, so the value with this format specifier, the value of 16 will be displayed, since the addition of 11 and 5 is 16. Similarly, we can consider one more example also. Suppose instead of two integers, suppose if we want to add two numbers, so one is an integer and the other is a floating point number or real number, you can say. So here we have two variables a and b. So one is declared as integer type. So type of this is integer type and we have assigned a value of 11 here, and the other is declared as float type and we have assigned a value of 5. So float type, when it is declared, when this variable is declared as a float type, so after decimal you will have 6 decimal places. So it will be stored as 5.000 and so on. Next, result. So we have declared a third variable, result. So here the value of, so we have performed, so this is the expression here. So a plus b is the expression, and the expression of this, whatever the value of this is there, outcome of this expression is there, that is assigned to the variable result. So that result is float type. We have declared it as float type. Now the addition of 11 and 5 is 16. So 16.000. So this will be the output of this. So when you try to print the value of the result, so you will get the answer as 16.000000. So this is the output of this one. So here, so in the previous example, we have performed addition of two integers and the result is also an integer number. So in this example, we have considered one as integer and the other as floating point number. So result is a floating point number. Next, one more example, let us see. So here in this example, we have declared a variable a. So that is an integer type and its value is assigned as 9. Then one more variable, result, we have declared. So that is integer type. So this stores the result of a and b. So addition of, so result will be storing that this value a plus b. Now we have taken another variable b. So belonging to char data type, character data type. So it will store character. The value of this is b is equal to a. So the ASCII value of this is, so what the compiler will do is, so for each character, there is a corresponding ASCII value. So ASCII value of a is 65. So that will be assigned to a. And now when we perform this operation, that is a plus b, and assign the value of this a plus b to the result, and printf, by using printf statement, when we print the value of result, then the output will be, the output you will get it as 65 plus 9. Because this character value is converted to its corresponding ASCII value. So ASCII value of a is 65 and a we have assigned a value of 9. So 65 plus 9 is 74. So this value will be displayed. Now if you try to print the value of this result, so here by using %d as the format specifier, so you will get the output as 74. So 74 will be displayed on the screen. So here we are performing the addition operation, one with integer type and the other with character data type. And the result is, the result which we are getting as integer data type. Now let us summarize. Before going into the summary, so let us see one more program. So here also we are performing addition operation. So one is integer variable a and the value assigned is 9 here, and the other variable is declared as a double type. So value here is equal to 5.23. Next, one more variable we have result. So result is also declared as a double type. So result value will be, result is equal to, result is assigned a value of a plus b. So we are adding a plus b, we are adding a and b variables and assigning this to the variable result. So output of this will be 9 plus 5.23. So this will be equal to 14.23. So 14.23. So when we try to print the value of result by using percentage, so the format specified to print double type data is %LF. So comma, result is a double type. So therefore, result value is also double type. So therefore, you have to print by using this as the format specifier. So output of this program is 14.23. You will get the answer as 14.23. So here we are trying to perform addition of two variables. So one variable belongs to integer data type and the other variable data type is double here. And this one is integer type and this one is double type. So resultant is double type. Now let us summarize the output of all the programs. So in the first program, we have assigned a float value to an integer, but the output which it is displaying is an integer value. In the second program, we have taken two variables belonging to integer data type. So when we are performing addition operation on the two variables, so output is also an integer variable. So in the third program, we have added two variables, one belonging to integer type and the other belonging to float type. So output is the float type only. Next, in the next program, we have added two variables, one belonging to integer type and the other belonging to double type. So resultant we obtain is a double type value. So here the programmer is not involved in converting the data type of the output or the result, you can see. So this process of data conversion is called as, this process of converting data type from one type to another is called as type conversion. So the process of, we can define type conversion is the process of converting one predefined type into another type. That is called as type conversion. So mainly in C we have, these are the two types of type conversions which are available. So first one is implicit type conversion and the next one is explicit type conversion. So implicit type conversion is, so here it does not require the intervention of the programmer. So programmer is not involved in converting the data type of the programmer is not involved in converting the data type of the variable. So it takes place automatically, whereas in case of explicit type conversion, the programmer has to specify some operator. So this is done by using casting operator or cast operator, you can say. So that we'll see in detail in the next slide. First one, implicit conversion, implicit type conversion, or simply it is also called as type conversion. So type conversion and typecasting both mean converting one data type to another data type. But the way it is done, so in that way, we refer it as implicit type conversion or explicit type conversion. So when the type conversion is performed automatically by the compiler without the programmer's intervention. So programmer is not involved in converting the data type. So such type of conversion is known as implicit type conversion or type promotion, you can say. Type promotion. Then here the compiler converts all the operands into data type of the largest operand. So as we have seen, so when we have taken two variables, one belonging to integer type and the other belonging to float type. So output which we obtained, that also will be that was a float type only. So here, so this is the sentence which it means. The compiler converts all the operands into data type of the largest operand. So this conversion takes place according to this table. So here we have given a table ranking of data type. So here char stands at lower rank, whereas long double stands at higher rank. So when we have two variables, one belonging to character type and the other belonging to integer type and the other belonging to character type, so then the output or the outcome will be integer type only. Suppose you have one variable as integer type, so int and character, the output will be integer only. If you perform any arithmetic operation, the output will be integer type. And then if you perform any arithmetic operation between int and long int variables, so the output will be in long int. If you perform any arithmetic operation between float and double. So output will be double. So in this way, we can understand the rank of the data type. So here character and short, they both stand at lower rank. They are at lower rank, whereas long double is at higher rank. So this type of implicit conversion, the implicit time conversion is also known as type promotion, because the data type of the lower rank, so that is automatically converted to the data type of the higher rank. So next, one more example we'll see in case of implicit type conversion. So here we have declared one variable a and its value is assigned as 11. So it is declared as a short integer. So there are the syntax to declare a variable as short is this one, short a, or either you can write short int a. Both are same. So here, so a is assigned a value of 11, and if you try to print the value of this a with the format specifier %d, we'll get the value as 11. So output of this program is 11 here. So this is also automatic type conversion. Since we have declared a variable with short type, with short as the data type, but the value which we are printing, so that is printed by using %d as the format specifier. So integer value we are printing, even then we are getting the output of this one. Why? Because when we have a short variable, so short is automatically converted to integer. Next, so these are the expressions. Suppose in an expression, so these are the different expressions which we have considered. And if you have these operators, so in operators we have seen unary and binary operator. So these are the binary operators which we have considered. So if one of the operand is, so we have considered two operands, 1 and 2, what will be the outcome of this? So let us predict this. So if we have expression a divided by b, so these are two variables. So one is, suppose the data type of a is integer and the data type of b is floating. So output of this will be a float type only. So that is what this outcome means. Next, a divided by b minus c. If the output of this is a float value and this is declared as a long int value, then the output of this is a float value. So this considers the float according to this table. So float and long int is the data type of the higher rank, which is available at higher rank, is float. So float and long int is converted to float. Next, a divided by b minus c. So output of this is a float value. If you declare this as a double, then output of the float and double is double. So output of float and double is double, because double is at higher rank. So in this way, we can say that in this type of, so in this way data type or data type conversion takes place. From one data is converted from one type to another type implicitly. Now let us see one more example. So this is one more example where we have declared variables a. So a is a short type. The value which is stored here is 5, and b is a variable long int. So value is equal to 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. C is equal to 234.56. This is a float type variable, and D is equal to, D is a variable, it stores. So it has 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7.78, 6, 9 and 5. Now if you want to evaluate an expression, now this is the expression which we want to evaluate. So a plus b is, so a is a short type, data type of this variable is short integer, and data type of this one is long int. So output of this will be short and long int according to this table, short and long int. So output of this will be long int. So this will be evaluated to long int and then multiplied by C. So C is a float type. So when in an expression we have long int and float, so long int and float. So output will be a float value. So into C means A plus B. So into C. So output of this will be a float type. After that, when you perform division, a plus b into c divided by d. So output of this is, so d is a double type, so answer will be float and double is double. So in this way, in order to print the value of this expression, we have to use the format specifier %ln. So output of this is, when we evaluate this value expression, the output is 123.456901. So these are the points which we can summarize from the examples or programs which we have seen. So type conversion or implicit type conversion, it refers to automatic conversion of one type of data to another type. So here programmer is not involved in any type conversion. So variable data type is converted to another data type according to the rank of the data type which is given in the table which we have seen previously. So type conversion does not require any operator here. Both the data types should be compatible with each other. So compatibility comes for, so short and int, they both are compatible. Character and integer are compatible. Float is compatible with other float values. Double is compatible with with double values. So in this way, compatibility. So type conversion is done during compilation itself. Now next is explicit type conversion. So the other name for this is typecasting. So typecasting is done by the programmer with the help of the casting operator or cast operator. So cast operator is this one. So syntax in order to do this, or in order to convert the data type from one type to another. So syntax for this is data type in brackets. So data type is written in brackets, after that followed by expression. So here data type is any valid C data type and expression may be a constant, variable or expression. So here expression, it can be a constant, it can be a variable or it can be any expression. So for example, consider the expression a plus b into c. A plus b into c, and if you want, this is declared as float. So you can convert the data type of this variable float a if you have declared, and the syntax to convert it to integer is, by using this cast operator we can convert it as integer. So output of this will be, so in order to convert this float a as, so a is declared as a float type. So in order to convert it to integer, here the source data type is, source is float type. So in order to convert it to integer, so this is the syntax, int inside the operator followed by the variable. So typecasting is done by the programmer with the help of cast operator. So it is done explicitly by the programmer. Therefore, hence the name explicit type conversion. So let us understand it with the help of programs. Suppose we are performing arithmetic operations here. So there are two variables belonging to integer type. So one is a is equal to 10 and the other is b is equal to 3. Both are integer type. So 10 divided by 3. When you perform the operation 10 divided by 3, so output of this will be 3.333. Output of this should be 3.333. But when you perform a division with both as integer type, so then the output you get it is 3. So output of this program will be 3 only. So why? Because we have declared both the variables as integer type. So next, this is, so thus you can see that there is loss of this fractional part. So in order to avoid this loss of data, so what we do is we have to convert one of the variable to float type so that the result also can be float type. So integer, and so when you have one variable as integer, another variable also as integer, so output is automatically is, which we get is integer only. So when you have integer and float, so output of this will be a float. So suppose we have already declared the two variables as integer type, and when we are performing this division with the help of division operator, then what we have to do is we have to convert one of the variable to float. So in order to convert this, so this is done by using typecast operator. So this is the syntax. So you can convert either this to a float value, or the programmer can convert this to a float value. So any one of the variable has to be converted to float value so that the resultant output will be 3.333. So when you do this, the output of this program will be 3.333 and so on. So this will be the output. So this is the way in which typecasting is done. So typecasting is also converting one data type to another data type to avoid loss of information. Or sometimes it is also done for memory management also. So typecasting refers to conversion of one data type to another by the programmer. Typecasting is done when both the data types are incompatible with each other. See, then casting operator. So this is used for typecasting in C. So typecasting is done while writing the program itself. So one more example for typecasting. So here we have used two variables. We have declared two variables. Sum, the value of sum is an integer number, and count is also an integer number 5. So we have declared another variable double. So we are performing the division here, sum divided by count. So 21 divided by 5. So its value is a float value, but both the variables we have declared as integer. So output also will be integer only. So in order to convert it to double type, what we have to do is, so we have to convert one of the variable to double type. So you can either do by using this double and then sum divided by count. So this is how you can convert one of the variable to double type. Then final answer which you will get is 4.2000. So this is the double type. Next, type conversion. So let us see the difference between implicit and explicit type conversion. So implicit type conversion is also called as type conversion, and explicit type conversion is called as type casting. So a data type is converted into another data type by a compiler. So here compiler converts the data type. It can be applied to compatible data types. Destination data type, it can't be smaller than the source data type. Destination data type can't be smaller than. So we have seen the second program. So we have declared two variables, int and float, and if we try to print, the output of this will be a float. So even though if you try to print the output of this with the help of %d as the format specifier, you will get 0 as the answer. So that is what it means. So destination data type can't be smaller than the source data type. So it takes place at compile time. So this is also called as widening conversion. So widening conversion, why? Because character. So this follows according to the table. So character can be converted to int is converted to, then float, etc. Float can be converted to double and so on. So this follows the hierarchy or rank of the data type which we have already seen. Next, explicit type conversion. So a data type is converted into another data type by a programmer using casting operator. So here we use casting operator, and inside this operator we specify the destination data type of the variable. So it can be applied to compatible data types as well as incompatible data types. Destination data type can be smaller than source data type. Suppose, so with the help of this casting, we can convert. Suppose we have the source as integer and the destination as float. So here integer can be converted to float. Integer is converted to float automatically by the compiler, whereas float also can be converted to integer. So destination data types can be smaller than the source data type. This is the destination and this one is the source here. So it takes place during program design by the programmer. So while writing the program itself, the programmer will specify the data type by using casting operator. It is also called as narrowing conversion. So these are the differences between implicit type conversion and explicit type conversion. So in the next video lecture, we will discuss some more concepts of C programming. Until then, thank you.
Like, share and subscribe. Hit the bell icon for more updates.